Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Friday Craft Day. And today we're going to be working on the fused mesh ruffle wreath that we made the sign for on Tuesday. Now I'm going to insert a few pictures in a couple of minutes to show you how I burned the mesh to fuse it together. And then we'll get busy making the wreath. In the meantime, I'm happy to have you all here, and I hope if you enjoy this, you'll give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and the bell down below, and you'll get notified every time we come out to make something. And today we're making a ruffle fused mesh wreath using some poly burlap in purple and some Deco mesh in a bright pink. And this is the sign that we made on Tuesday. Okay? And the next thing I'm going to do is get the sign ready. I've done one side, and I'm going to do the other side with you all. So let me take you down to the counter. We'll get this sign ready, and then we'll get busy making some ruffles for the wreath. Let's get busy. Okay, I'm going to do a few of these with the sound going so I could talk to you, but I have a fan going at a high speed because of using the burner, and so it probably is going to be too noisy. When I edit the film, if it's too noisy, I will mute the rest of it, and most of these I will cut off camera, but I just wanted to give you an idea. I did even off the beginning, so that shows you that these two are already fused. And this is the purple poly burlap and the bright pink Deco mesh. And I'm making 20-inch pieces. And what I'm going to try to do is follow the line in the Deco mesh. It makes it easier to cut a straight line. These are 20 inches. Or 19 and a half or 20 and a half. As close to 20 as possible. In order to reach where I need to cut with my wood burner, I have it past where the camera can see to start with, but I have it measured over here. It cuts very well. I try to keep them as straight as possible and follow the line of the poly burlap. It's a looser weave, so you can see between it. But you can see the smoke that comes up from doing this. And I'm going to be cutting 18, and I should get just 18 out of this. It just have to be a little bit slow to follow the line. This pink is almost exactly the pink in the sign that we made. It's a little wiggly at the end here. Wasn't quite a straight line. But that's the way the mesh went. Last one. See if we get 20 inches, just about. There we go. Okay, what I have here is a piece of felt, and I'm just curling it up, and I did it, it's got like 4 curls, because this wood is so thin that if I don't do something like this, the staples will come right through the board. So now I'm going to put my wire and give it a staple. Or 2. And hopefully, aha, did not come through the front. So that's the sign now, and it's ready to go on when we're ready for it. Here's the form we're going to use. Let me just bring you up a little bit. All right, I think you'll be able to see good there. This is the form I'm going to use. This is a 24-inch form from Craft Outlet. I would have preferred a different shade of purple, but this is the shade I have. If I don't like the way that these ties look, when we're finished, we'll just trim them off. It's not a big deal. I'm going to open up the bottom ones. There's 18 ties on this. And I'm going to move it off to the side so I can get my rolls. Crash. And we're going to start making some ruffles with these 2 pieces of mesh put together. Now, they're fused on both ends, so that should really eliminate any fraying. makes a very thick ruffle. Won't have to worry about anything showing through on this. And it ruffles pretty easily. I was a little worried that the pieces would try to separate in the middle, but they don't seem to be so far. Get these puffed up together. I'm curious as if I could put this in on the other way. Let me try that. Okay, I've made the ruffle the same as we normally do, right? I'm going to see if I can put it in this way and see what happens. Oh, I think that's okay. So what I think I'm going to do is alternate them. We'll see how that works out. Okay. We'll put this one upside down. I think that's looking okay. And you know, if we get it at the bottom row and we don't like the way it looks, all we have to do is take them off and turn them over. Not a big deal. But I think I'm going to like this because it's giving me some more of the pink. Nice. These are heavy. They tend to pull away from the frame. I'm going to see how that's going to work out. right up the middle. It's actually easy to ruffle on the poly burlap because it's soft. It's not harsh like Deco mesh can be sometimes. I think what I can do, if there's a problem, is I will just take these ties and wrap it around the frame up top, and it will hold it from drooping down. But I'm going to wait to see what happens when I start adding the second row. Two more on the bottom. Actually, this worked out perfectly for the switching because there's 10 pieces. Now this one I have to fluff in both directions. Look at that. All right, let's start with the top. Oh, I didn't open these. Makes life easier when you do that. Well, I think that's going to work out fine. Yeah. Boy, that is a mega wreath. Let me just open the rest of these. I think I mentioned the other day when I was making the sign and talking about this, that the poly burlap would not be good outside. That's not right. The poly burlap resembles burlap, okay? But it's made out of a poly material, so it can stay out in the weather also. Treat it like any other poly product. But it does have a habit of raveling very easily. But a treatment like this basically takes that away. Oh, I've got that one wrong. This one needs to be the other way around. Go. Because the ends that would normally ravel have been melted together, so to speak. That is a beautiful wreath. Oh my goodness. And so far, I'm not disliking these purple ties too much. One more. So that's exactly what I got out of the roll. They're 10 yards, and these ruffles are 20 inches, so you get 18. And it worked out well this time. Sometimes they're a little bit short. But you know, even if you made one of these 10, at this point it's not going to make a difference. Wow, look at that. That is magnificent. I love it. My goodness, the colors are so pretty and the ruffles are so full and so stiff. Let's see what we'll do for our sign. I think I want it a little bit, as I would say, catty corner. So I'm just going to go down here somewhere. Find the frame. And I don't want to pull down too hard because I don't want to squish these pretty ruffles if we just went to all the work to make. Maybe like that. Somewhere in there's a frame. Haha. What's that? Alright, the next thing is I'm going to put a bow somewhere. I'm not going to put more ribbons in. I actually like these purple tassels, and they give the centers of these ruffles just enough. So let's see what we can do for a bow. Let's see. Let me get some ribbons. Okay, I'm going to start with this pretty bicycle ribbon because it has the pretty green in it, and it has pink. And I don't have too much, but I think I can get 2 loops on each side. And by going up and over on one side and down and under on the other, it keeps the pattern upright. Whoop. Let's see what we can get with this pink. Now I just hammered that in there, and that's falling out again. Sometimes it's really just as easy to do it in your hands, which I shall do. One more, I think this purple with the flowers. Pretty. Get a piece of wire in there. I think I'm going to put it in the bottom this time. Something different. around here. There we are. All right, folks, let's go put it on the door. See how we did. Be right back. Well, there you go. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Isn't that beautiful? Those ruffles came out so pretty with the fused mesh. Let's take a closer look at them. Isn't that something? And it's so full and so puffy. And I like the bow on the bottom. It's a little bit different. Because if I had it on the top, it would tend to want to come down and cover up the sign. And we worked hard on that sign. We're not going to cover it up. So there you go. That's going down on the door that leads into where I was just making the wreath. I think it's gorgeous. I'll have to make some more of those. Just a second, I'll be right back. So there you go. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And give it a try if you happen to have. Now that took 2 rolls of 10-inch product. One of them was poly burlap, the purple one, and the other one was Deco mesh. The Deco mesh was from Hobby Lobby. The poly burlap I had got a while ago from Craft Outlet. And the frame was from Craft Outlet. The ribbons I had in my stash, most of them did come from Craft Outlet originally. So there you go. I think it really made a beautiful product. And it should not do a lot of raveling. I saw a couple of little pieces, sometimes like just beyond the fuse line, there's a piece that didn't quite get fused. And so you just cut them off. It's not a big deal. But I think it's going to hold up very well because of the fusing. So give it a try if you have some product and a frame. And now that's the ruffle. And I really do think that the fused mesh lends itself to the ruffle probably better than the poof or something like that. Because, and I'm very impressed with the fact that we turned it over. The same ruffle, the purple was on top, but then I just reversed it, and it really brought the pink out so that it gave really the 2 colors. So anyway, and anyhow, that's all I have for you today. I'll be back again Sunday for the first of our episodes of desserts that you can take to your cookouts this summer. And the first one is something everybody likes. Well, I guess everybody likes it. I like it. I scream for it occasionally. Whoops, did I say something? So anyway, we're going to learn to make some cute little desserts that are cool and refreshing. See you Sunday, and until then, have a great afternoon or evening or morning or noontime. Enjoy your day, whatever part of the day it is. Stay safe, play by the rules, Get your vaccination. And everybody, play nice now. I'll see you Sunday. Love you. Bye-bye.